Hi there! In this video, we are going to create a white line, which is a horizontal rule. On top of that, we are going to create a button. Let's learn how to change or reinsert your new logo image. And lastly, we have a very prominent line over here. Hence, we're going to smooth it out in Photoshop. And it turns out this way. So let's go do it now in Dreamweaver. Now, first thing, let's get the logo change on the live view. Click on the background menu, click on the SRC, click Browse for File, and locate the new logo. Click Open. Alright, so that's your new logo. Okay, now let's save and preview. So this is how your new logo look like in the preview. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to remove this black box line underneath here. So we go into Photoshop to make a feather effect right below here. So go to Photoshop. Okay, click on this black box, reduce the canvas. Now I'm going to use the round marquee tool, and I'm going to select the area here, just nice to cover the keyboard. Alright, this area. Select inverse, select modify feather, make it 30 pixel feather radius, click OK. Make sure you are on your black box layer and hit delete key on your keyboard. Hit once, hit for second time. Okay, Command D. And now look at the lines, it's gone. Once done, save a PSD file and export to JPEG. So File, Export, Save for Web. Now use the Optimize. This is about 632 kilobyte. So we put JPEG maximum, click Save. Now back to Dreamweaver, and we're going to replace the hero background in. So go to Styles, into the Global, look for the class called Hero Image. Click Show Set. Look for the background image here. That's a URL here says where it links. Click the Browse for File and locate your image in. Alright, let's take a look at the live view. And one thing good about live view, although it's very handy, but at time it didn't update it fast enough. So don't go panic if your live view is not updated yet. So just save all and preview in the Chrome. Yep, so this is how your browser look like. So the background now is clean. So now we want to create a white line. We call it HR tag right under the H1 tag. So click on your H1 tag on the live view. Go to Insert, under the HTML, go all the way down, look for the elements called Horizontal Rules, click on it, and I want a horizontal rule, which is a line, appear right after my H1 tag, so I'll click After. So this is the horizontal rule, which is the white line. So now go and save all, and preview. Now I'm going to preview this in the browser to check out the horizontal rules, because the horizontal rules in Dreamweaver by default it comes with some ugliness. Let's take a look. Now you can't really see it here, so we need to zoom in and check out the lines here. So you see this little shape here, we call this inset, or we call it bevel in Photoshop. So we don't want this little inset, and therefore we are going to style our HR tag. Back to Dreamweaver. So with the HR tag selected on the live view, click Styles, into the Global, add a selector right after the H1 tag. So just type HR, and since this is a preview selector, you don't have to create the class, which means you don't need the period in front. Okay, now go to Border. Now with the all sides of the border, click Styles. Now by default, it is an inset, so we put it solid now. And change the color to pure white, because by default it is off-white. Alright, so save and preview. Right, so let's take a look. This is how your line looks like. Back to Dreamweaver. Now next, we are going to add a button right after the horizontal rule tag. So with the horizontal rule tag selected, go Insert, look for the elements called Hyperlink. So click on Hyperlink. Now we want the button to appear just right after the white line, so we click After. Now let's put the button name as Let's Talk. Now remember, we don't have a page to link right now, so I'm going to send it to hash at the moment. And I want it to target to open at a self page, so I've just leave it blank. And for title, it's good for the search engine. So use some good keyword, something useful. Let's Talk is not something useful, and this is your portfolio website. So type your name would be good for the ranking. Now when the user click on Let's Talk, they're actually going to contact you. So we're going to put contact me. All right, so click OK. So that's our hyperlink. Let's go and style it. Click Styles, into the global. Create a class right after the HR selector. So I'm going to name it .btn-talk. Now what do I want to style here? I want the button to look exactly like the Contact Me button here. So let's check out the Contact button. So I want this padding, I want the color, I want the text decoration, and I want the background color as well. So I would like to take all this styling and apply it inside my BTN Talk. So I'm going to copy it, right click, click Copy All Styles, and go all the way to BTN Talk and right click, paste styles. Look at that. So that's how we make the button styling resourceful, by stealing from the other styling. So now you have created the class, you have to apply it on the div. So type .btn talk. So hey, look at that. So that's your Let's Talk button. Now I'm going to change the button color to blue. So click the background color. So let's save all and preview. So that's how your button look like. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the margin for the button so that it has some gap in between the horizontal rules and the button. So back to Dreamweaver. So I'll click Styles, into the global, click HR. Now I'm going to adjust the margin a little bit higher for the top and go towards lower for the bottom, somewhere around here. And again for the lines on top, it'll be like this. So yep, that's how I want it to look like. Save all and preview. Alright, back to Dreamweaver. Okay, before we go off, let's change the button name to something more relevant to the portfolio website. Now this portfolio website is about a class for the web design. So maybe we should rename it to something called Enroll or Enquiry. So in order to change the button name, click the button once on the live view and go to source code. Under the arif tag here, select the Let's Talk, delete it, and type Enquiry. And because this button needs attention, we can actually use a color which stands a big contrast, which stands a huge contrast. Let's say we reuse the color from the logo, which is pink. So we change this to pink. Right? You can use the eyedropper and drop the color over here. Enter. Alright, now we save and preview. Alright, so that's it for this lesson. Let's look into creating more elements in the next video.